welcome to my channel. My name is Peace Francis. Welcome to Book Girly. So what this channel is all about is improvement through the mastery or reading of books. So if you're looking for a place where you're going to be getting reviews on several books, then this is the right channel for you. We talk about books, self-improvement books, spiritual books, any book that, because we believe that knowledge is power, and then the more you read, you can never go tired of learning. So reading books that will impact your knowledge is how you grow as a human being, apart from other things, learning. So this is what this channel is all about. So if you stay to the end of this channel, ensure that you like, you subscribe, you comment if this channel has been of help to you one way or the other. Turn on the notification bell to receive notification whenever new videos are uploaded. And then welcome back to the channel once again. So my former video, I talked about this book. Yeah, this book, 5 AM Club by Robin Sharma. Yes, I gave a review. That was a part 1, and this is the part 2. We are going to continue from where we stop on this book, the 5 AM Club by Robin Sharma, which says, "Own your morning, elevate your life." This book has been so much of an eye-opener. I realized that there's so much you can do with your morning. With the first hour of your morning, there's so much you can do without even knowing it. So much. So now I'm going to be pointing out some of the things some of the quotes that are very tremendous and I learned a lot from, and I'm reading it out to you. And I will advise you to go get the book 5 AM Club. If you want the soft copy, like I said, I have the PDF. You could comment, "I want the soft copy," and then we'll connect. I'll send you the soft copy. But if you want to get the hard copy, I'm a fan of getting the hard copy because I believe I could just highlight some of the things I love and talk about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, 5 AM Club. Let's go on. Yeah, I said I'm going to be talking about some of the things I found. I said to find your best self, you must lose your weak self. To find your best self, you must lose your weak self. It says the tragedy of life is not death, but what we let die inside of us, I believe. The tragedy of life is not death. That is not the end of things. Now, so many people will be like, "I'm tired of living. I'm tired. I can't go on." Now, a person who is filled with purpose, vision, dreams will not get tired of living on. No matter the substance, no matter the situation or circumstance that come near his or her way, he or she will not get tired of life. So the greatest tragedy is not life, it's not death, but what we let die. Our goals, our aspirations, our visions, whatever. There's so much bulk of ideas, so much vision embedded in you, but then because of fear, you don't take a step. This book is saying, elevate your morning, own your life. Another thing says, to thrive for life, keep learning, inventing, making everything you touch better than you found it. Making everything you touch better than you found it. Making people you found, making people you meet better than you find them. Can people meet you and their life be changed? Can people meet you and their life be transformed? Can people have an encounter with you and they will know that yes, they had an encounter with someone? This book is telling you. It's telling you, whenever you meet somebody, ensure you leave them better than you found them. But there's some people, when you encounter them, they leave you worse. It would have been better than alone. This book also spoke about solitude. The reason why we are where we are is because we don't ask ourselves critical questions. I'm going to still talk about this. Critical question. Earlier this day, I was asking some of my students, I was asking them a very critical question. I asked them a very simple question, very simple question. I asked, what is failure? And I couldn't get a reasonable response. Failure is this, failure is that. Because there's a part in this book where I read about failure and I was like, this is eye-opening. I wish I had learned this thing earlier. I'm going to still talk more about it. But yes, it's talking about the fact that whenever you find people, make sure you leave them better than you found them. Obstacles are nothing more than tests designed to measure how serious you want they are worth. That means obstacles are nothing. They are just there to test your strength. They are just there to test your capability of receiving whatever is coming your way. If you don't pass some hurdles, you won't get to the place which you are meant to be. Just like in the Bible, just like as a Christian, if you don't pass a particular test, God can't entrust you. God can't entrust you with something. If God does not test you, He can't entrust you. If you notice in the Bible, He tested Abraham, He tested Isaac, He tested Joseph. before he entrusted them. That means no matter the obstacles that come your way, they are not there to bring you down. They're just there to check if you have the capabilities and build you. And that's where I came to this still brings me to that question I asked my student, what is failure? He says, failure is just growth in wolf's clothing. Personally, I believe there's nothing like failure. Because it's an aspect of this book that said that whatever you believe is what will come to pass. It says that there was a part that the man was saying something about how he sees possibilities. He wakes up in the morning, he plans his day, he creates times, he does everything which is meant to do, and then he creates the perfect day he wants to happen. Of course, not that obstacles will come your way, but he creates possibilities in the sense that he said in his word, there's nothing like impossibility. That means that there's always possibilities in everything he does. What kind of word do you see? Maybe people wake up every day sad. It's possible. Maybe because they don't like the work they are going, maybe they don't like the school they are going to, or maybe they don't just like the way they just remember, oh, I'm going to work today. Oh my God, it's Monday. Oh my God, it's Tuesday. Most people are not excited to wake up. Let me put it that way. Why? Because they go on the same routine, and they are not satisfied, they are not happy. But when you wake up, even though you are not happy with the job, you begin to look for ways to maybe get out of the job. Because you really can't get rich by working for someone. You get rich by starting your business. You know all that. By doing into something. By going into something that is better. You can't get rich by working 9 to 5. No. But that's for job. What I'm trying to say is just that there's power in planning your day. How many of you actually have a list of to-do things for the day? Like, okay, if I wake up today, I'm not going to touch my phone. Maybe these are the things I'll do. But most people, we go on the day as zombies. We just go on. We just go on without any plan, without anything. And that is why it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't.